Like, whatever, it's a message to all the people out there that whatever their dream is, that they should never give up.
In recent weeks, murmurs have begun to spread across online forums, music reaction channels, and TikTok circles questioning the authenticity behind Angelina Jordan's stunning vocal performances. While her voice has captivated millions since she was just 7 years old, some internet sleuths are now asking a startling question. Could voice doubles be involved in her most iconic recordings? The speculation intensified after a now viral TikTok slowed down one of her BGT 2025 live performances, highlighting what one fan claimed was a discrepancy between her lip movement and the audio track. These subtle inconsistencies have sparked an entire rabbit hole of theories, from minor studio assistance to full-blown phantom vocals layered behind her live takes. While no concrete evidence has surfaced, the internet thrives on mystery, and fans are split between defending their idol and analyzing every microsecond of her performances. Could it be that Angelina's mesmerizing tone is too perfect? And if so, what are the implications for a career built on authenticity and raw talent? As whispers grow louder, the question shifts from, is she talented, to is everything we hear really her? Angelina Jordan's voice has long been described as hauntingly mature, beyond her years, and impossibly smooth. But it's this very perfection that's fueling the fire. From her smoky tone to her flawless pitch control, listeners have commented that even seasoned jazz legends rarely hit every note with such consistency, especially live. While her fans passionately credit years of training, a jazz upbringing, and natural genius, skeptics argue that the absence of even the slightest vocal crack or breath imbalance raises suspicions. Vocal coaches have praised her impossibly clean technique, but some behind-the-scenes audio experts whisper that these performances could be polished with more than just raw talent. The controversy isn't about denying Angelina's abilities. Rather, it's about whether subtle enhancements, layering, or shadow vocals are being masked under the illusion of a solo performance. With auto-tune and AI vocal smoothing now industry standard, it's no longer enough to assume perfection equals truth. And in the era where authenticity is currency, the accusation of being too perfect has ironically become a red flag. Could the golden voice the world fell in love with be touched by ghostly echoes? Inside the polished world of professional audio production, the tools available to elevate a singer's performance are vast and often invisible to the untrained ear. Vocal doubling, pitch blending, and even layering in pre-recorded support vocals are standard in commercial tracks. But when it comes to Angelina Jordan, the line between acceptable enhancement and deceptive editing becomes blurry. Her most viral performances often showcase pristine audio, sometimes too pristine, prompting discussions about how much post-production intervention is being used. Insiders from the music industry, while not naming her directly, have acknowledged that even live show soundboards can include support stems, tracks that quietly reinforce the singer's live vocals in case of slip-ups. Could Angelina's ethereal tone be occasionally supported by such techniques? Her producers have never publicly confirmed or denied any such enhancements, but the silence is deafening. In an industry known for guarding its secrets, what happens behind the studio walls may never see daylight, and perhaps that's exactly how some prefer it. If anyone thought this speculation would die down quickly, they underestimated the internet's ability to investigate. Reddit threads, TikTok edits, and even YouTube breakdowns have emerged where fans slow down performances, isolate background audio, and highlight what they believe are glitches or ghost harmonies in Angelina's live songs. One Reddit post titled, "Angelina Jordan Lip Sync." Look closely has accumulated thousands of comments dissecting a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment during her rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody. Another fan-created mashup compares multiple live versions of the same song, pointing out alleged inconsistencies in vibrato and phrasing. Whether these are simply audio illusions or real anomalies remains unclear. But the volume of user-generated analysis reveals one thing: people are obsessed. And when fans become detectives, every second of footage becomes potential evidence. The irony, this viral sleuthing has only expanded her reach, sending older clips back into trending territory. Even those who dismiss the claims admit the scrutiny is relentless. And with every theory dissected on social media, the legend of Angelina grows more complex. While Angelina Jordan's talent is undeniable, it's crucial to examine the circle around her, the producers, sound engineers, and management team who shape her sound and image. Many fans have noted that her musical output is meticulously curated, and some critics argue that this level of control might be concealing more than just a creative vision. Who calls the final shot on what the audience hears? And is there a deliberate effort to project vocal perfection at any cost? Her longtime producer has been praised for crafting a rich, vintage sound that matches her aesthetic, but in an industry where every waveform can be manipulated, some wonder if the perfection is too manufactured. Could it be that the pursuit of an angelic image has made room for enhancement practices that fans aren't meant to see? There's no open admission, but the strategy seems clear: maintain an aura of mystique while delivering unblemished performances. And when no one in the camp speaks up to deny the rumors, even silence can become suspicious. Is it artistic control or damage control? Angelina's live performances have always been positioned as her strongest proof against doubters, but even here, the waters have become murky. While she has delivered breathtaking renditions on global stages like America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent, critics point out moments where the mic levels seemed suspiciously consistent, or where her vocals sounded studio-grade even under open-air conditions. There was a minor stir during her semi-final performance when a viewer claimed to hear overlapping vocals during a key change, an oddity that would be impossible without some form of pre-recorded stem. Though most professionals defend the use of light backing tracks as industry norm, fans who value raw authenticity feel conflicted. Is it still live if the safety net is baked in? Angelina's charisma and stage presence remain untouchable, but as tech becomes more seamless, even purists are starting to question what counts as a genuine moment. In a world where technology can replicate anything, the stage may no longer be the ultimate truth. Despite the swirling speculation, Angelina Jordan has remained remarkably silent on the issue of vocal authenticity. In interviews, she often focuses on her passion for jazz, her love for timeless classics, and her mission to bring emotion to every song, but she's never addressed the technical side of her performances in detail. While this could be a strategic move to avoid giving baseless rumors more oxygen, some see it as a missed opportunity to squash the controversy entirely. Fans searching for clarification have scoured Q&A videos, press interviews, and live streams for even a hint of acknowledgement. But so far, her silence has only fueled more theories. Is this a case of dignified restraint or careful image management? Either way, the longer she avoids the conversation, the more it grows. And in today's age of transparency, even a lack of denial can be interpreted as a form of confirmation. Could Angelina be caught between protecting her artistry and navigating the demands of a spotlight that doesn't blink? When speculation spins out of control, sometimes the best clarity comes from professionals. And this time, vocal coaches and sound engineers have stepped in to weigh the debate. Some coaches argue that Angelina's vocal timbre and phrasing are consistent with a naturally gifted singer who has refined her technique from a very young age. They point to her breath control, diction, and dynamic range as signs of intense training, not trickery. However, a few audio engineers admit that even minimal post-processing can create illusions of perfection, especially if used subtly. One engineer noted that modern mixing tools can create support harmonies that blend so seamlessly with a live voice, they become undetectable. But most agree, nothing they've seen from Angelina is conclusive evidence of fraud. Still, the fact that the question is even being raised shows how rare her talent is. When experts need to pause and analyze, you know you're dealing with something extraordinary. But in the world of music, extraordinary often walks hand in hand with misunderstood. Even if all the theories were debunked tomorrow, the doubt might linger, not because of Angelina herself, but because of what she represents. In an era saturated with auto-tune, AI-generated vocals, and hyper-curated pop stars, the idea of a teenager effortlessly channeling the soul of Billie Holiday or Ella Fitzgerald feels almost too good to be true. And when something feels unbelievable, people search for the catch. It's not just about Angelina, It's about our growing distrust in media, in technology, and in perfection. Audiences are now conditioned to believe that every great moment is edited, every vocal is processed, and every artist is a product. So even a raw, sincere talent like Angelina gets pulled into the vortex of suspicion. She's a casualty of a system that's blurred the line between real and artificial. And as long as society questions what's authentic, the speculation around her will remain alive, regardless of truth. In the end, the mystery of Angelina Jordan's voice is less about finding a definitive answer and more about what we choose to believe. Her story, her artistry, and her gift have touched millions, and perhaps that should be enough. But in a world obsessed with pulling back the curtain, some can't help but peek further. Whether she's the product of pure genius, a brilliant team, or a combination of both, one fact remains: her presence in the music world is undeniable. The real question is, can something be so extraordinary that people refuse to believe it's real? Or are we simply addicted to controversy? If you're still questioning what you've heard, you're not alone. But maybe, just maybe, that mystery is part of the magic. Like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives into the voices and visions that keep us guessing. And tell us, do you hear a double or just a legend in the making?